Pratyush, let me know when you start.
Sure, sir. I will let you know. देख रहा हूँ इधर से स्टार्ट हो जाए.
Start.
क्या लेते हैं यार लिंक. Started.
Started. We are live now.
Started. I think in a minute. I think we are live. So hello everyone. I am Pratyush Kumar Pran from NMIMS Mumbai. So just giving a brief introduction about myself. I'm currently pursuing an MBA course from NMIMS Mumbai. I'm in second year. I attempted NMAT in 2024. In 2020 for the batch of 24-26, which was in 23. So my NMAT score was 261. And with me, we are having Harshvardhan Somani. Harshvardhan Somani was AIR 1 for the HR and AIR 5 for the core. And we are also having Zach, who is for the batch of 25-27. I would request Harsh and Zach if you guys can introduce yourself.
Sure. Thank you, Pratyush. Firstly, thank you, iQuanta team, for having us here. I'm Harshvardhan Somani, and I'm in the MBA 24-26 batch at NMIMS Mumbai. Currently in my second year, and I have attempted NMAT 23, in which I got a score of 298. And I secured All India Rank 1, All India Merit Rank 1 in MBHR, and All India Merit Rank 5 in MBA Core. And yeah, like I would be happy to have answering your questions regarding your NMAT preparation and everything. Like,
Thank you. Zach, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi. Thank you, Pratyush. Thank you, iQuanta team, for having us. My name is Zach Panath. I did my BDS probably about like 3-4 years back, and I decided to pursue my MBA only recently, last year. So I'm in the batch of 2025, 2027, and I had given the I've given NMAT and the NMIMS competency test as well as the AI. We were the first batch to have actually the AI interview. In the AI interviews in our batch. So yes.
Sure. Yeah, there was a big change when we heard also coming with from our junior batch. Now, starting about the NMAT, I believe that all of you might be aware about the NMAT paper pattern. So NMAT is maximum marks is of 360 and there are 108 questions divided into three sections: quads, verbal, and logical reasoning. Although from above it looks like the syllabus is quite same as CAT, but there are difference between them, especially in the VRC section and the logical reasoning section. जैसे कि I can recall there is a question coming of input output, which is specific to CAT, and also there are a few similar type of question happening in SNAP also. But yeah, so Harsh, if you can give us a light, like what was your preparation and how you attempted the paper. Harsh, I believe you are on mute.
sure, Pratyush. So, firstly, I believe NMAT and CAT is two different exam. NMAT is, as the exam is known as student-friendly exam, as it is an adaptive exam and it does not have any negative marking, which is an added advantage when you see it from a candidate point of view. And I believe that again it divided into three sections in which you again get a choice to select which section you want to attempt first. And talking about my own preference, I attempted like my preference was I attempted language, then quant, and then logical reasoning. The reason was simple. My language section was, I feel my language was a bit stronger in comparison to the quant and logical reasoning. That's why I attempted myself. I attempted the language section first, and it again depend on your preparation. And in my preparation, like majority of time I have invested in giving mocks because NMAT being an adaptive exam, it requires you to get friendly with its exam interface. It will help you in the actual examination as the questions keep increasing. If you get your questions right, as the adaptive means, the level of difficulty of question keep increasing question by question if you get it correct. So I believe in the con section, there was a DI set which came while I was attempting. So that DI set was from spider graph, and again it was a cat level logical reasoning question. So it like again my preparation strategy was in an order that I want to attempt all the questions, and in case at the last when the the TI question came at the last of the quantitative aptitude section, so I have to take few flicks wherever required. Yeah. So this was my strategy while selecting the order of questions and order of the sections you want to attempt.
Yeah, that has been a common strategy across that to make sure that all attempt all the question. Zach, can you please give a slide that how you attempted the paper and what was the aftermath of NMAT? Because that was surprising for almost everyone who was preparing the new pattern which NMIMS introduced.
Yes,
And
yes.
was the paper similar to NMAT and like
So the NMAT, so the only difference from the NMAT and the NMIMS competency test is the introduction of the managerial ability section, in which they actually give you a caselet. It's similar to decision making in ZAT. So if they give you a caselet, and based on that caselet, there are about 4 questions. So in the managerial, so the pattern is that there are nine questions in verbal ability. There are 6 questions on mental or logical ability, and there's 5 questions on managerial ability. So the verbals are the same. We had, I think, about 3 para summary, 3 para completion, LARC questions. And for the mental and the logical sections, we had about 1 question based on strength and weaken reasoning, 1 question based on the inference that follows, and an arrangement set, and you have to answer 4 questions on that. So the only tricky part was that you have to just know a little bit of GK for the managerial ability test. The rest is almost similar to NMAT. So if you scored a decent amount in NMAT, say around 220, 230, or 240 or whatever, you will do decently well in the NMIMS competency test. This is my
so basically even after introducing a new exam, the weightage of NMAT has been like of aptitude exam is 50 to 70% for NMIMS for last 3 4 years. Earlier
Yes.
it was completely 70% for NMAT. Then later they took 50 to NMAT and then 20% to competency test.
Yes.
And now NMAT is 20 and then 50. Uh, yep. So coming about the preparation, I believe one of the most important problem which I faced during my preparation for NMAT is the materials or the question, the mocks are not available for NMAT. Like the website provides 2 mocks,
Right.
uh, and they are quite expensive if you keep the entire NMIMS process and all in mind. So yeah, I think, and that was giving a mock is important, quite important. Other than that, I believe, yeah, just to sum up that what we all did for the preparation of NMAT was to give uh, mocks as much as possible to practice question and to make sure that you practice questions which are not covered in CAT, because generally that we overlook and that makes a difference. Also, what Haswatan did, make sure you attempt all questions, and to do that, you need to make sure that you are attempting the multiple mocks. Any other tips which you guys want to add for the people?
The one point which you mentioned about the official mock of NMAT examination, which is quite important, I believe, because it's give you an actual interface, and the marks you are scoring in the mock is more or less the same you will be getting in the exam, in the actual exam. So definitely giving mock is a plus point. And apart from this, for verbal section, if I go section wise, for verbal, I used to refer to GMAT Bible as the conducting body of NMAT and GMAT is both GMAT. So again, referring to GMAT Bible was helpful for me while preparing for the verbal part. Then next for the con section, I believe CAT is preparing for CAT will make you pretty much good to go for the NMAT examination. Although you can have some topic specific practice in the cont and the LR section. Again, like matching with the exams adaptability, like the adaptive pattern of the exam is the most important point. Next is next is I believe if you want to talk more about the after NMAT process, then Zach will be the right person to answer.
Yeah, Zach, if you can give us insight about the after NMAT process and how you end up in NMIMS after acing NMAT.
Yes. So after we had given the test, they had called us for the competency test. They invite you, they make you sit in the VIP lounge, which is a very esteemed place to sit in. And they make you wait there. They have a checkup and everything, and then they call you for your test. They allot you in batches. So we had to go. We had PI interview batches, and before that we had the competency test batches. So we gave the competency test, which is about 45 minutes. So like I said, if you prepare for NMAT well, then the competency test shouldn't be an issue. Then the actual experience came when we had to go for a PI, which was a personal interview. So we had to wait. They called us one by one. So I entered the room. There was a moderator sitting, just a one moderator, and there was a laptop or a PC. So we had to. It was AI based, so the software was already loaded up. The AI will, so he will ask you, are you ready? Are you prepared? Are you good to go? And you will be like, okay, yes. Then he will press a button, and then the AI will automatically start asking you questions. Now you submit an SOP, and based on that SOP, you get questions catered to that SOP. So now say I am a dentist and I worked in a hospital. So they will give you questions regarding your experience on that. So first the AI will ask you initial questions like how was your experience there? What did you learn? And what are your practical applications in, and how will it transfer to the MBA? That also is a very important question they ask me. Like how will your skills be transferable to MBA? So a lot of the questions that they ask is mainly based on your SOP. And later on, towards the interview, like I think it was about 20-25 minutes of just the AI. So you're speaking to, it's a very different experience because you're just speaking to a laptop and like it's just
And I
responding.
believe NMIMS is the only college which practice this.
Yes, yes, yes. This was the only college that I applied to,
So there's
which
a question coming is that how is the life in NMIMS? Okay, so and the entire question I think is no infra as well as hostel as so obviously NMIMS doesn't have hostel, like there's hostel but no one wants to access it because it's more like a PG only. But I believe that doesn't affect a lot uh, MBA fun or MBA thing because everyone is having their own flat or somewhere, and there is quite a many places to visit in Mumbai. It's raining and you can go to Sea Link Road or somewhere, Juhu Beach, Silver Beach. These are the few places which is nearby near NMIMS.
To add on this on your Pratyush answer, I believe that NMIMS can give you a different sort of MBA experience. It will help you not like it won't be limited to just campus life. It will help you to leave the not you can move out of your campus and have your own flats and PGs. And apart from this, there are different clubs and committees which will keep you engaged throughout your MBA journey. So believe me, you will have that MBA sort of experience in NMIMS as well.
And then how many mock tests should I attempt? So I believe the number is anywhere until unless you are comfortable and until unless you make sure that you can paper and any type of paper and your marks are constant. I think around attempting 10 mocks would be enough. Like Zach and Hus, if you can share how many mocks you attempted.
so I tried to attempt as many as I could. If I'm not mistaken, probably about like 4 or 5 mock tests because so I'd given the other exams also. So I had given CAT, SNAP, and ZAT also. So in a manner of speaking, like the preparation for those exams, primarily CAT also helps you with your NMAT preparation. So yeah, as many as possible.
Yeah, I think the last question which we'll be taking is, I can't say a lot of questions, is what kind of weightage should I give to each topic while preparing for NMAT? I think all the subjects are having equal weightage, 120, 120, 120. So I would, and one thing about adaptive paper is crossing 100 in any of the subject is very hard.
Hmm.
Hers scored 290 in something 290, so I think he crossed 100 in some of at least one or two subject. But yeah, crossing 100 is very hard. So making sure that you give most important to your weak area so that you're sure of sectional cutoff and you can increase their marks. Like let's say if you're someone is scoring 60 marks in their weakest verbal section, then it's easy for him to move to 80 than for him to move from 80 to 90 in their strong area. So that has been my strategy while preparing for NMAT. Give most time to your weakest area. Generally, I used to give like 40% of time to my weakest, 35% time to the medium, and 25% to the strong. If Zach and Has, you can share, if you guys can
Like,
share.
I believe the correct process would be again to first improve your weak area, make sure you cut off, you clear the sectional cutoff. And once you are able to clear the sectional cutoff in your mocks, then you should move out towards strengthening your like whatever the subjects you feel you are good at, you should strengthen that and make sure that it helps you to increase your overall marks. But again, clearing the sectional cutoff is the topmost priority.
Yeah. Uh, Zach, if you can share yours.
Yes. I do agree with Harshvardhan and Pratyush as well. You need to focus mainly on a weakest areas because one is that time is very short, and if you focus on like just improving areas which are better at, you're actually not spending your time well. So it's better if you just focus on your weak areas, give as many mocks as you can, and especially have like a review book where you're reviewing each like whatever questions you're struggling with, you make a note of because once you can improve on those questions, then you won't make the same mistake again. Reduce your area to make errors a lot less.
I think if you guys have any more questions, then you can put it in the chat box. Meanwhile, we would also like to inform that iQuanta has launched their SNAP plus NMAT course, in which you will be getting 200 videos of quant, 100 videos plus videos of LIDI and verbal, which would be very important to build your basics. Then there will be live classes. Also, you will be getting 10 mocks of each of them. And I personally checked the NMAT mocks of NMIMS, of iQuanta, which is quite similar to the NMAT which we attempted. Also, in addition to that, you will be getting 4,000 plus questions to practice. Yep, and there will be many more things, like you will be getting a list of important words of idioms, which there's a short question type of question which about which comes in NMAT exam. Yep, and that's it. If there is any more question in the chat box, then we can answer. uh, I think ROI, there's a question, how is the ROI for the fees we are paying? So again, the ROI depends on various factors. You can't just like simply you can't create the amount of which you get an amount you paid. There are many other things also which should be considered. So if you guys can put out your view on this, uh, the ROE part.
So I could go for this one. The ROI actually mainly depends on how much you are willing to extract from it. So the opportunities I had provided at NMIMS are like quite a lot, like in terms of exposure, in terms of academics, in terms of extracurricular. There's a lot of opportunities when it comes to, um, you know, just putting yourself out there and like take making the most of it. So it depends on the person actually, rather than just saying that I put this much money and I'm expecting this much out of it. It's how much you put, how much effort you put in also as well, rather than just seeing it as like मैंने इतना डाल दिया like a stock market ऊपर जाएगा नीचे जाएगा. It's not like that. It's very dependent on the individual.
Like even I believe the same, but again, when you invest this big amount of money, then you expect a good return out of it. So I believe that not just from the fees perspective, but like NMMS does gives you a good number of opportunity, and just you need to be right there, like ready to grab those opportunities. So definitely NMMS will give you good number of opportunities in terms of placement, in terms of academia and everything.
Uh, I think we can't see any more questions, so I believe we will be ending the meets soon. If you guys want any more information regarding the course or NMAT, you can reach out to us or you can post in the Facebook group of iQuanta. Thank you, all the best, and I hope to see you guys in next year in NMIMS.
We won't be there, but Zach will be there.
Yeah, Zach will be there to welcome you.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, all the best, guys. Feel free to reach out to me over LinkedIn and anything, and I will be happy to answer your questions.
Sure, Aditya, you can connect us with us on LinkedIn. Thank you.